Hi, welcome to Catholic Charities Virtual Open House. We're excited to share our agency with you, our donors and our supporters, and we're grateful for you to participate in this event. We've been serving the needs of the South Plains for over 35 years, and without your participation and your support, we wouldn't be able to realize our mission. I hope you'll enjoy the event today, and don't forget to make your bids. The auction ends tonight.
Hi, my name is Meghan and I'm the Marketing and Events Coordinator here at Catholic Charities. And I'm actually going to give you a little virtual sneak peek of Catholic Charities' main office building here in Lubbock. Our lobby is currently closed right now, but we are still seeing clients via the phone, online, via email. But I'm going to show you a little bit about what the office looks like and some of the areas that are special here. I hope you enjoy.
Hi, I'm David Briggs, Director of Program Operations here at Catholic Charities. I've been with Catholic Charities for a little over 5 years. There's a couple of things that make us unique and different from the other agencies that provide help in Lubbock. One is our geography. Catholic Charities handles 27,000 square miles in over 30 counties, trying to do our best to deliver all of the services that we provide to the Lubbock community, to all the rural communities, because there's not a lot of support outside of this county for those smaller towns, but the need still exists. And I think one of the other things that makes me really proud to work here at Catholic Charities is our staff is really devoted to service. A lot of people ask sometimes, what is it y'all do? And they're looking for a list of the services we provide. And what I always like to tell people is call and tell us what you need. We're really good at handling unique services that maybe aren't on a classic list of, say, emergency basic needs type services, but we're good at listening to people and listening to their situation. And if it's something that needs to happen and we really feel that we need to take action on it, Catholic Charities is usually very successful in saying yes and finding the funding and handling those really unique needs that maybe other agencies have already told a client that they don't handle or they couldn't help with for one reason or another. And I think that really makes us real special in Lubbock and real special in the other 29 counties we serve.
My name is Sabrina Robbins, and I am a program director here at Catholic Charities. I've been with the agency for 18 years. I'm a former Mercy Associate, and now I'm in the Mercy Companions program with the Religious Sisters of Mercy of America, of the United States. And I'm an animal lover, and I very much enjoy helping people. I oversee all direct services that the agency provides across the diocesan area. That includes emergency assistance, which helps people who are in a crisis situation. Maybe someone lost a job or had an accident and missed some work and they need groceries or temporary assistance with a bill or transportation funds to get to work, that type of thing. I also oversee the Elderly Outreach Program, which provides supportive services to persons 60 and over in the area who need help with medications or eye exams, eyeglasses, hearing aids, dentures, dental services, that type of thing. I oversee the Parent Empowerment Program. We have a large program that provides services for the City of Lubbock residents and County of Lubbock residents that's funded through the City of Lubbock. And then we also have a smaller program funded by the Lubbock Area United Way and CH Foundation. And with those funds from those two agencies, we're able to assist people who live in Lubbock County and outside of Lubbock County, which has been a huge blessing for us. So I had an elderly client reach out to us. She doesn't need help with her medications or any type of medical related need or anything. She needed help with a utility bill, and she was referred by her church. So I made contact with her. I talked to her on the phone, set a time for her to drop her utility bill by because our lobby is closed. So I received the bill, and she called me about 2 weeks later and said thank you for the help. And then she called and asked me if I would be willing to help her. Her brother, who did not live in Lubbock, had passed away, and he was her last family, and she needed help because she didn't have an email account, and she needed someone to be able to receive paperwork and print it out for her so that she could get her brother's final arrangements made. So what turned into I need help with my utility bill, because of the manner we handled her request and listened to her, she felt comfortable to call us and ask for something that's a little out of the ordinary, but just costs a few pieces of paper. I agreed to have to receive the paperwork she needed completed by her attorney, and they emailed it to me. I printed it out. She stopped by to pick up the paperwork. She completed it, brought it back. I scanned it and I emailed it to her attorney. And for someone who's elderly and she's isolating at home, not going anywhere, she's scared, she's afraid she's going to get COVID. And so she felt comfortable enough to come here to Catholic Charities. After our one interaction with I need help with a bill, she felt very comfortable to ask us to help her with something else, which was very much weighing on her mind.
Hello, I'm Rachel Foz. I'm the Director of Youth and Family Services for Catholic Charities. I oversee the PHASE program of Family and Youth Success. We also have our NFSN, National Family Support Network, and we also have a kinship program that provides support to families as well. Okay, the PHASE program is our state-funded program where our case managers cover 30 counties, and we work with children from 0 to 17. We provide basic skills building. We provide parent skills training for all families. All services are free of charge. Case managers will go to the homes. They will do school visits to provide the support that they need. We work with issues such as bullying, anger management, responsibility, ADHD, depression, anxiety. We have received a lot of referrals for working with youth that are dealing with anxiety and depression, especially with the pandemic that we have been dealing with for several months. And so this has been quite an adjustment, not only for our staff, but it's been an adjustment for our youth and families as well in terms of how to provide support and services. We are providing phone counseling. We are providing virtual services. We are having some face-to-face visits, but in a limited capacity. Our NFSN program, our National Family Support Network program, we are working also virtually with families to provide some support, community engagement activities, again, to provide support to parents and youth as well. Providing support to parents that are dealing with the stress of COVID and the stress of whether or not to send their children back to school, to continue with virtual, but also having to deal with a lot of behavioral issues due to the high stress at home. Lastly is the kinship program, which is working with families that are dealing with kinship issues, children that are being placed with other family members or being placed away from biological parents, and being able to provide those resources that they're in need of to be able to provide the basic needs for those children that have been placed with another family. A young man was referred to the FACE program due to not wanting to attend school, was having some attendance issues. So the young man was referred to the FACE program. And so once he was enrolled, the case manager found out that he was dealing with some bullying issues, was having a really difficult time making friends. And so working with the case manager and with the youth and the family, the case manager was able to provide some support, work on some skills about how to make friends, and just the importance of school and things like that. So through the course of the FACE program, the child's attendance for school became much better, is doing much better academically, and so is also able to make friends and is not dealing so much with bullying issues. So he was just having a difficult time fitting in with some of the kids at school, but because of the support provided through the case manager and working with the mom on how to be supportive to the youth as well, the family has been successful thus far and has been attending school regularly.
My name is Margarita Amado. I am the manager and caseworker here at Catholic Charities. I work in the immigration department. I have been here for 15 years and counting. I'm happy to say that we are able to do our job because we are accredited through the Department of Justice. Here at our immigration department, we try to help our clients petition for their families who live abroad and in the U.S. We also help with citizenship for those who qualify. We also do the deferred action for childhood arrival. We also help with employment authorization cards for those who qualify. We all play the same role in helping other people, whether it's by giving them food or whether it's by helping them with utilities or rent. With our department, we help unite families. I had a client who had moved down near Lubbock, and he was referred to us by another client, and he had some petitions that were actually they were approved that he needed to do the adjustment of status for his family. So I ended up giving him all the information, and we ended up doing the adjustment of status, and they were all approved for their legal permanent resident cards. Later, I would say maybe like 5 years later, some of his children were already grown up, and one of them had gotten married, and he also wanted to petition for his wife who was in Mexico. He met her in Mexico because they're from Guanajuato. And so I helped him also petition for his wife, who consulate processed through Mexico. And she was approved also, thank God. Everything went well, and she was really interested in becoming a U.S. citizen. And she wasn't able to become a U.S. citizen until she had her green card at least for 5 years. So she did that. She studied hard. She learned her English, and eventually applied for citizenship. And she was approved for citizenship, of course.
Hi, my name is Danna Guerrero, and I am the coordinator for the Mental Health Voucher Program here at Catholic Charities. The Mental Health Voucher Program provides counseling services to people in the city of Lubbock. The counseling services are free. We're able to pay for up to 6 counseling sessions. So the Mental Health Voucher Program came about because several counselors in the Lubbock community
wanted to provide relief to a lot of the stressors that we have going on, especially this year in 2020 with the global pandemic. The program came about through a collaboration with West Texas Organizing Strategy, different agencies that counselors work for, and of course Catholic Charities. It is funded through the city of Lubbock. It's important because we have so many things going on right now that everybody's having to deal with, and we don't always have the coping strategies to do that. So we wanted to provide an outlet for everyone to get those services.
My name is Olivia Rojas. I am the store manager at the Resale Center. Resale Center is a thrift store. We sell merchandise, we accept donations, as well as we help with the voucher program and the wish list program. The voucher program is a program where a person is allotted a certain amount to purchase clothing and shoes. You also can get, during school, you can get backpacks. We help with that, with also school supplies. In the winter time, we help with jackets, blankets, warm items like that. We also help with household items, the basic needs, utensils, pots, pans, cups. A lot of the cases, in order to have their kids back through CPS, we help them provide a bed and a dresser, because those are the two main items that are needed. And then we also help them with the linens for the bed and whatever other basic needs that we can supply for them. The other day we had a client call. She had called different organizations. She was needing help. She needed some mattresses and linens. Her neighbor is a single mom with 3 kids. She happened to go over there early morning, seeing that they were all sleeping on the floor. She asked the mom if she had any beds. The mom said no. Due to COVID, she wasn't able to get beds at this time. She was barely making ends meet, paying the rent, buying food. So she asked her if it was okay to call around and see if she can find her some help. She called here. She asked me what could we do to help. I had 2 mattresses that I was able to give her, along with a couple of linens to put on the beds, and she was very excited. She came and picked them up. The next day she called and thanked me. She was happy that the kids were no longer sleeping on the floor.
And now I'm going to give you a little behind the scenes sneak peek about what is all happening in the back of the Resale Center. So if you've ever gone to the Resale Center and you wonder what it looks like once you give donations to the Resale Center, how we process it, and how it gets out into the sales floor, I'm going to show you a little bit behind the scenes.
At Catholic Charities, I believe the most frequently asked question would be, do you only help Catholics? And the answer is emphatically, no, we don't. We help anyone in need. A lot of people have asked us how we have been impacted by COVID-19. A very popular topic. At Catholic Charities, when the pandemic first hit Lubbock and businesses were closed, Catholic Charities remained open as we were classified as an essential business. We saw an immediate rise in the need for monetary assistance for things like food and utility bills, as a number of our neighbors found themselves without work. As the pandemic went on and unemployment continued, the business requests, the needs started to shift more towards things like rent and assistance there. But also our families were starting to struggle with the emotional and mental stresses of the pandemic, of being stuck at home, of having children at home and doing distance learning, of parents trying to figure out how they were going to pay bills while helping their children learn. And so we had an increase in demands for our youth and family supportive services. At Catholic Charities, we had to make a number of different strategic changes to how we operate so that we could still provide the services to our neighbors on the South Plains. One of those changes was we invested in a new technology for our telephone system, and that allows our staff members to stay at home, and for those that had children that had to stay home from school, and still be connected to the office and still be able to be connected to the clients in a seamless experience. We also changed our online presence and put applications online so that our clients could stay home, stay safe, but still reach out to us and connect with us for the needs that they have. And we were able to communicate with them through the telephone, through email, to obtain the documents we need, and then in turn provide the services that the clients were seeking from us so much. In our youth and families department, we had to look for ways that we could continue to provide counseling and supportive sessions to parents and children and families all together without violating practices of social distancing and whatnot. So we looked towards video conferencing so we could still provide those services and connect with the kids and connect with the parents and help support them that way. So we really haven't stopped providing any of the services that we provided before the pandemic came. We've just been able to adapt our strategies and our delivery of service so we can still ensure that our clients are getting the help they need. This pandemic has definitely increased the request for assistance from our agency, and not only just the quantity of assistance, but the number of people asking for assistance. In the first month of the pandemic alone, we helped people that had lost their jobs through furloughs and closures that were employed by over 600 different companies here in Lubbock and across the South Plains. That did not change as April and May and June went on. In fact, not only were we providing the same services that we always have provided historically, we were able to add new service deliveries like help with a rent, something we typically haven't done in the past, but we were able to find the funding to provide assistance with rent. We're also providing assistance with mental health referrals for the families that are really struggling with COVID and the mental health issues that have come about as one of the byproducts of this pandemic. We're always welcoming volunteers that want to get involved with Catholic Charities, and there's a number of ways. The very first way, if you're going through your house and you're cleaning out your goods, cleaning out your closet, remodeling, anything of that nature, we are always happy to accept donations to our thrift store Resale Center. As long as they're clean and they're still able to be used again, we don't just accept clothing. We'll accept anything that you have to offer that maybe a neighbor in the community could use or have a need for. You can also volunteer your time. We're very appreciative of those that spend time here and engage in our programs. Any program that you find is aligned with the passion of yours or you find it just interesting, there's always a way to bring your talents and your time to help support and encourage the growth of those programs. We're currently having available spots on our board if you're interested in being a member of our board of directors. And that's always a great way to give back to the community and help ensure the future of Catholic Charities. Lastly, and obviously, there's always the financial donation that you can make to support the mission of Catholic Charities as we serve the neighbors on the South Plains. And you can do that online, you can do that over the phone, however it's most comfortable for you. We appreciate all your interest and all your support. And if there's anything else you would like to do or offer to Catholic Charities, you can always give us a call at our main number and ask how to be involved.
Hey everyone, my name is Michelle Briggs and I'm the business manager for Catholic Charities. As many of you are aware, here at Catholic Charities we are fortunate for the many grants we receive to help fund our various outreach programs. They're a vital part of what we do. However, the only drawback with grants is that they come with parameters as to how we can use those funds to serve the needs of our community. For example, while we have a grant that allows us to assist the elderly with their medical needs, with their vision needs, and with their dental needs, it is designed only for those individuals who are 60 years old or older. So let's say we have somebody who comes in with one of these needs and they're 59 and a half. We're not able to serve them out of that grant. This is where donors like you come into the picture. We need your donations to help us fill in the gaps between our grant funding and the needs of our community. We need your donations to help us operate these programs. Your gift to Catholic Charities will allow us to assist with all of the needs in our community. So my only question for you today is, can we count on you? Please stay safe and have a blessed and happy holiday season.
Thank you so much for joining us during this lunchtime for our virtual open house. I hope you got to learn some more about what we do and how your support makes a difference here on the South Plains.